She looks at life through the bottom of an empty shot glass, laughs in the faces of those that claim she's grown up too fast as if they could ever understand the conditions of her past. Flashbacks of the time she stole six of her papi's Felipe Segundo while he and his friends sat up watching Telemundo. Mommy slapped her for gyrating too hard to menudo. Every Christmas Eve, her mother would make gallons of coquito and the coconut rum would have her spiced. Enticed by the way her grandmother would sip her coronas with lime, soon evolved into deuces for old E by grade 9. She never bothered wasting money nor time with wine, strictly 80 proof and better. As a teenager, she found that the alcohol made her pussy butter, made the pain feel like it would go away forever, and gave fuel to the room and it was easy to bed her. College gave her free reign introduced to the men who after a few drinks would become her best friends. She became more common than cum stains on a frat house bed, casualties, all the bullshit games she was fed. Regrets would often flood her head before she could change her bedspread. In class, she would fantasize about remaining sober and transferring to a school that wasn't co-ed, because though she partied all the time, her heart weighed like lead. Visits home were still the same. Her parents' house was all the regular, and San Merengue, the drinks came in waves, one right after the other. And still no one could outdrink her mother, but she came close. Her mother would brag about how her daughter had never tried dope, that since the age of 18 she was encouraged to vote, and that she'd throw another shot of brandy down her throat. And her daughter would laugh and follow her lead. It's the same game of follow the leader or be like your mother that began her dependency, that crave for liquid fire that became a need that every night she was forced to feed. So, while some find comfort in church and the fact that God rules, she finds solace in wood counters and leather bar stools. Dark liquor poured into clear glass worked 20 times better than a hot bubble bath. And last night, she met a man that drank like she did. So when she ordered a Corona with 2 tequila shots, he didn't hit the ceiling. He just smiled and told the bartender to make it 2 and 4. And they sat up and drank as if they had met before. His smile left the pressures on her mind that lasted way longer than it took the liquor to make her consciousness subside. Daylight breaks in. She's not quite sure when she left the bar, and she's not quite sure how she made it to the car. She looks around and doesn't remember driving that far. Last night's hangover lets her know she must have been way past gone, but damn, she should still have some clothes on. Head throbbing, marks of passion on her body. She turns to the left, attempting to pull on her clothes, but consequently left exposed to sticky mess of a condom, leaking on a piece of paper on the car floor. For the first time, she feels that her thighs are sore. And though she tries with all her might, she can't remember more than the smile of the man who left her a dirty condom and note and said thank you for last night. I'm a storyteller. This is the downer side of the show, right? I never died on the rest of this shit. But, I'm a storyteller, so I don't really do the preachy type of thing. I'd rather tell you a story and you can figure out what you want to do about it later. But I work with high school students and I see and hear a lot of things from them. So I try to bring their stories forward, because if no one tells their stories, then they live for nothing. So I'm going to do this last one and get out of here. So y'all can continue laughing. School of thought. It was one of those clear November nights when I jumped into my homeboy's white caddy truck to take a ride. We skated off down a car wash to LIC. It's important to have his car properly cleaned before his people saw him for the night. He was like, true, always make sure your appearance is tight. We drove down the underpass of Queensbridge, known for drugs and lots of prostitution. And before I could think, 2 young girls jumped in talking about daddy. Where the hell you been? I sat frozen in my seat. We drove around the corner to the store, me, my homeboy, and 2 teenage whores. He jumped out the truck and was like, I'll be back, but not before tossing the bras to dime stack. They both looked at me and were like, yo, you must be new. My options at that moment were few. Sit here and talk to the hoes in the back seat and jump the fuck out of this truck and retreat back to my life and forget this whole scene, but not me. I had to see why these 2 pretty things would make this their reality. One was a dark-skinned Dominican chick. She seemed well seasoned, like she'd seen lots of shit. And her eyes told me that this wasn't anything new, as if this was something that her moms taught her to do. Her outfit down to her ass was a human hair weave, and her nails were done like the beach with palm trees. Y'all with me? She was like, Ma, you speak Spanish, that's good. The men like that. And it's good to speak a different language when we're hanging on the track. I was like, nah, Ma, see, it's really not that deep for me. See, I go to school and I make pretty good money. She laughed in my face and was like, Mom, what I make in one night is enough to make all you business bitches say. Come on, Mom, what up? I know there were plenty of first dates where you gave it up. Might as well make a nigga pay up because the bitch that fucks for free is only a slut. Might as well do it now while your ass is tied and titties stand in face. The shit is the bandits until we sagging. The niggas won't want a date. Ma, I have a Lex in the driveway in my personal estate. My hours are shit, but my income is great. And Daddy, he treats us like queens so long as my daughter would have all his cream. Think. They were out of nothing. It was like 40 degrees. Shit, I was fully clothed in the whip and still freezing. The nigga came back and handed them Dutches and cups of tea, and that's all it took to get them to call him Daddy. Anyway, we drove back around the corner and they got out. Y'all bitches better make some money, the nigga called out. As for me, I sat as far back in my seat as I could, thinking in my head, I wish this nigga would. I called all my brothers and my dogs smell it if this nigga fucks around and doesn't act as he should. Just then a station wagon pulled up on the strip and I saw that Dominican chick jump right in with an old man who looked like he lived out his trunk, and when he turned around I could tell he was dirty and his face was all marked up, and I thought to myself, if worse comes to worse, could I do what they do? Could I sacrifice my pride in order to give my daughter food? My homeboy was like, what up, Mom? My response, man, fuck you. He was like, whatever, Mom, fuck you too. You can't be mad at what I do. I'm no worse than your weed man or the nigga on the block going hand to hand. See, I supply the people what they want to say. There's always a demand, believe it or not. Look, I'm not trying to turn you out. Just trying to show you a different route. It's easy so long as you're blazing from neck down. Don't know those things you got, like you got a tight mouth, but I can help work that out. Oh, I see. Some nigga done spoiled you and got you thinking that what you have is unique, but all bitches got pussy. Just different shades of pink. That's when I thought of what Shorty said before she had to go. When you're ready, call Daddy and tell him you want to come home. Wise words spoken by a Queensbridge hoe, and I bet that she doesn't even know how I told the nigga that I had to go. How the nigga got slapped because he couldn't let me go. How I thank God for my poppy being a real man for sure. Turns out that you reap what you sow, because big man got locked up for assisting a 15-year-old. As for Shorty on the strip, she's gone too. Found the dumpster, seems like she trying to get head to a 32. My people, we have to take care of our little girls.